explain all of that too.
The publishers, as they often do, responded to Google I/O announcements. So the News Media Alliance, after AI mode was announced yesterday, I would say they're very upset. Here's a statement from the president of the News Media Alliance. Links were the last redeeming quality of search that gave publishers traffic and revenue. Now Google takes content by force and uses it with no return, no economic return. That's the definition of theft, and they go on to say the DOJ lawsuits must address it. That's pretty furious. That's not a negotiation, right? That's we just want this to stop. How do you respond to that very loud set of people who say, yeah, okay, maybe it's growing somewhere, but for us, it's crushing our businesses?
Look, first of all, through all the products, AI mode is going to have sources and, we're very committed as a direction, as a product direction, to make sure, I think part of why people come to Google is to experience that breadth of the web and go in the direction they want to, right? So I view us as giving more context. Yes, there are certain questions which may get answers, but overall, and that's the pattern we see today, right? And if anything, over the last year, it's clear to us the breadth of where we are sending people to is increasing. And so I expect that to be true with AI mode as well. Right?
But if it was increasing, wouldn't they be less angry with you?
Look, more than you're always going to have areas where people are robustly debating value exchanges, et cetera, right? Like app developers and platforms. That's not on the web, et cetera, right? It's inherently, there's always going to be, when you're running a platform, these debates. I would challenge, I think more than any other company, we think about, we prioritize sending traffic to the web. No one sends traffic to the web in the way we do. I look at other companies, newer emerging companies, they openly talk about it as something they are not going to do, right? We are the only ones which make it a high priority, agonize, and so on. Look, we'll engage, and we've always engaged. There are going to be debates through it all, but we are committed to, I've said this before, everything we do across all, you will see us 5 years from now sending a lot of traffic out to the web. I think that's the product direction we are committed to. I think it's what users look for when they come to Google, right? And the nature of it will evolve, but I'm confident that that's the direction we will continue taking.
Is there public data that shows that AI overviews and AI mode actually send more traffic out than the previous search engine results page?
Look, it's, the way we look at it is, obviously we take a lot of, we're definitely sending traffic to a wider range of sources, publishers. And because, just like we've done over 25 years, we went through the same with featured snippets, the quality of, it's higher quality referral traffic too. So, right, and we can observe it because the time when people spend as one metric, and there are other ways by which we measure quality of our outbound traffic, is also increasing. So, and overall through this transition, I think generally AI overviews are also growing, and the growth compounds over time. So whenever we work through these transitions, it ends up posted. That's how Google has worked.
Yeah.
For 25 years, and and we end up sending more traffic over time. So that's how I would expect all this to play out.
So why do you think that there is so much general economic turmoil on that side of the house, right? If you're sending more traffic, and the goal over time is to make sure that works out.
Traffic to
we're a year into it, right? And it doesn't seem to have gotten better over there.
No, look, we are sending traffic to a broader source of people. People may be surfacing more content, looking at more content. So somebody individually may see less. There are all kinds of, at the end of the day, we are reflecting what users want, right? If you do the wrong thing, users won't use our product, go somewhere else, right? And so you have, you have all these dynamics underway. And I think we have genuinely, we took a long time designing AI overviews, and we are constantly iterating in a way that we prioritizes, so